Many people once went to a certain camp to dry salmon. They did not know that a big devilfish lived under a steep cliff not very far from this place. In olden times, besides using hooks, they caught salmon by means of traps, and when the trap was full, they would take out the fish and hang them on drying frames. When these people had very many fish on the frames, they took off their covers so that the red color shone out on the ocean very distinctly. A man and his two brothers living at this camp were fond of hunting, and one day, when very many salmon were on the frames, they started out. While they were gone, the devilfish saw the glow on the water from the red salmon, threw his tentacles around the camp, and swept every vestige of it into the sea. In those times, a hunter would wash in urine before he went out, so that he was sure to kill something. But on that day, everything the hunter speared got away. When they returned to the camp, they saw many pieces of their canoes drifting about the bay. Then they were very sad on account of the loss of their friends, but they were confused because they didn't know what had destroyed them. After that they remained there for 4 days. They told the youngest to climb to the top of a high hill and watch them. Then the eldest told his brother to cut 4 young spruce trees, and he sharpened these, making 2 spears for himself and 2 for his brothers. Early in the morning they loaded their canoe with rocks and prepared to meet the dangerous animal. They went out in front of the high cliff and began throwing rocks down there. The elder saying to his youngest brother, "Look down." After a while they saw the large devilfish coming up right under them. Then they took the sharpened sticks and began to pierce its flesh. The youngest watched everything that happened. When their canoe was broken up, they climbed on top of the devilfish and continued running the sticks into it until it died. When that happened, it carried them down along with it. The youngest brother started off to find a settlement. When he came to one, the people set out at once to look for his brothers. Finally, they discovered the place to which the devilfish had floated, along with the hunters and their canoe. But it did not get the salmon it had destroyed so many people for. Then the people gave a death feast and all cut their hair off short. I can't stop.